All right, welcome back, everyone. I'm so excited to introduce you a very, very good friend of mine. We've been up in the game together for a long time now, and she's got a great story. So I'm excited to introduce you to Jen Agnew from Jen Agnew Real Estate. Can't wait for everybody to hear all the things that we want to talk about. But also, I know we're going to be laughing during this thing too.
No, not even a little bit.
So Jen, as I mentioned, we've kind of come up through the ranks together.
Yes.
How long have you been in real estate?
Just over 7 years now.
7 years?
Yep.
Okay, fantastic. And how long have you been full-time?
Actually, I just became full-time April of last year.
Okay.
So I tried it right out of the gates when I first got my license to go full-time.
Mm-hmm. You were Rookie of the Year that year.
Rookie of the Year. And I kind of wasn't doing too well.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to go back into fitness coach.
Mm-hmm.
So I was at a gym and was doing that part-time along with my real estate business. And so I just became, I had to make a decision last year, and I felt, my business came first and decided to go in 100%, and there's no looking back.
Yeah. And you have a lot of passions. Like, I know you're very passionate about real estate, but
yes,
fitness is also a passion for you.
Absolutely.
So when you were kind of doing both, it was a sort of a natural thing for you to go back into that when this was kind of struggling a little bit.
Yes.
Right? And you did that for a long time.
8 years at one of the gyms, and then it was like 10 or 11 years total that I was in the, a fitness coach.
Felt safe?
Yes, very safe, security,
You knew how much you were getting paid?
Paid every 2 weeks,
Mm-hmm.
so it was, it was a scary jump to get into real estate full time, but that's how you grow, you sink or swim.
Yeah, and I know, like, you wanted to do that for a really long time.
Yes.
But the gym kind of pulled you back,
Yep.
Offered you a little bit more money. But this is where your heart was.
Yes.
And getting this together was where you really wanted to be.
100%. Yeah. And I felt like, I needed to put my all into my own business and not somebody else's. So I felt like, I just wasn't growing, and, I love real estate. So and I love you guys.
Yeah, I know. But you had to prepare for that because as we know in real estate, you do not get paid if you do not close a house.
100%.
So talk to us a little bit about how you got yourself ready to actually cut the cord over there.
Well, it was planned about like 5 or 6 months out.
Mm-hmm.
And, I loved the gym so much. I loved the members there. And, like I said, I wasn't growing. I was hitting a ceiling there.
Mm-hmm.
And I knew I had to give 100% into my business. So we had to come up with a game plan. And also we wanted to buy a house.
Right.
So practice what you preach.
That's
Don't quit your job when you're trying to purchase a home. And so we got all of our ducks lined up. My partner wanted to also come on board as well as my assistant, TC. So we had to get her prepared. And, we just we got everything lined up, put some money in savings, made sure we closed escrow on our house first, and then put our notice in.
There's a lot of really good tips there. A lot of really good tips there, everybody. Don't quit your job.
No.
Close escrow first.
Yes. Yeah. So it was scary, and especially with the mortgage payment, and it was very scary. But I knew this is what I wanted to do, and in order to be good at it, I had to go in 100%. So.
Yeah. How did you feel about like hitting the ground running? Like, so you close on your house, and now you have responsibilities like different.
Yes.
Right. And how did you prepare yourself to say, well, I knew I was going to quit my job. I knew I was going to close escrow. What am I going to do to make sure my business goes?
I had to, just do all the necessities. I had to, lead gen, just make sure I had stuff in the pipeline. And
that's real estate terms for making sure you have business coming.
I definitely planned it out, and it was scary. Like it was definitely 100% scary. And then, with, Natalie going on board with me too, we were like, well, we're either going to make this work or, I'll be back in the gym.
Yeah.
Thank you for my job back.
But the thing of it is like once you start to prepare for something like that, and you're super intentional, and you know that this is like what you wanted to do, and there wasn't, sure, you were getting paid consistent money doing that other job, but there's no ceiling on what you get paid here.
Right, 100%. You get what you put into this career, and that's absolutely why I love it. Along with other things too, but. I was super excited though. I think the fire that was burning inside of me to just dive all in, and I look up to people like you and other agents in the office, and I was like, look at them go. So I wanted to be right there with you guys. So I feel like there's a serious fire that was inside of me, and I'm not where I want to be yet, but we're definitely building some momentum and getting to the big time.
I know because you accomplished your goal of being on the Agent Leadership Council.
Yes, that was the goal.
So for people who aren't aware, in Keller Williams, we have what's called an Agent Leadership Council. top 20% of the agents are invited, and then we kind of go through a process of being elected to be on that council.
Right.
That was always a big goal of yours.
Yes.
And you accomplished that.
I
so
did.
That's awesome. It shows like how much your business increased.
Yes. Yeah. And that was, the same year that I left and went 100% into real estate was my best year in real estate. And, that was just a huge, pat on the back for myself. Like, you know what, Jen, just, you made the right decision and keep at it.
Yeah. So, and if I could, it was like you finally believed that you could do it.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it is. It's a mindset thing.
Yeah.
And just believing in yourself and really going after what you believe in and what you want, your goals and whatnot. And, I'm no spring chicken anymore. So, I was like, I gotta get to getting. So
yeah. And you've got, like I mentioned earlier, quite a few passions, and one is animals.
100%.
Oh my God, girl.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
so if you don't know, well, first off, let's just really quick, if you're not following Jen online, you absolutely should, because she's fucking hilarious.
Oh, are you allowed to cuss on the show?
Yes, you are allowed to cuss.
Oh, fuck yes.
She's hilarious. She's always doing, your skits are so spot on with like, nobody lip syncs the way you do, by the way.
Thank you.
When you're voice overing things, I'm like, nailed it every time. No, like you are so good at that, but really funny. And on social media, you're very active at which animal rescue is it?
So I go down to Coachella Valley Animal Campus once a week, and what we do is we take a dog out who has been there the longest, or that is red listed. And
what does red listed mean for people who don't know?
So red listed is they're on a list to be euthanized if they're not adopted or out of the shelter. So what we do is we go down there and try to pick one that has been red listed. And then we'll put a vest on them and, it says adopt me, and we'll take them out for a few hours and just try to promote them and get as many eyes on them as possible to try to get them a home. And then we promote it on social media as well.
So when you say you take them out, you take them to places like Home Depot, you take them to the park.
When it's hot, we try to keep it indoors. Inside, so the mall's really great about allowing us in there. Home Depot, Lowe's, PetSmart, obviously.
Yeah.
Cooler season will be, out probably on El Paseo, maybe downtown Palm Springs, maybe take them on a hike.
Right.
So we'll get them out a little bit more outdoors when we can.
Yeah. And how long have you been doing that?
About a year.
So that's a dog a week?
It's one dog a week. So we go out every Friday. We'll take a dog out and promote it.
So how many of those dogs, a percentage or a number, have you gotten adopted as a result of doing that?
I would say probably somewhere between like 70 to 80%.
That's amazing.
Yeah. No, we've had a pretty good turnout. We had a really cool story with one of the German Shepherds. A woman had seen it on social media and reached out, and she couldn't drive out here because she had a Tesla. Shame on her.
Because you can't drive 4.5 hours without being plugged in. What the hell?
It was like 5.5 hours from Arizona or something like that. She goes, my car won't make it. There's not enough charging stations. And I just had such a soft spot for this dog. And so I was like, I'll meet you halfway. So we drove to Arizona and met her, and she updates me probably every 2 weeks, sends me photos, and it's just such a cool feeling and such a rewarding thing to be able to rehome these dogs and give them a life, they deserve.
It's so wild. And for people who don't know, like the amount of dogs and cats in shelters here in the Valley, and I mean, I'm sure it's everywhere, but here is just insane.
Yeah.
It's insane.
It's very
that 70-80% is like a really big number. When you take it scheme of things, but at the same time, it's like barely scratching the surface.
Yeah, no, 100%. Yeah, it's we're walking in there, we're seeing some of the kennels in there have 3-4 full-grown dogs that are trying to share, probably 8x4 kennel space.
Yeah.
And then some they've got 9 puppies in, so they're very populated in there. They need all the help they can get.
Yeah. So for somebody who might not have the time to take a dog out and do what you're doing, what are other ways they could assist a place like this?
Well, share my video.
Oh, yeah. That's
share
exactly
my videos.
Right. That's exactly right. Because really quick, people don't understand how impactful that could actually be.
Yeah.
Because obviously all the people that you have follow you, they see it.
Right.
But there are so many people that when you just share to your own little database or whatever, there's somebody there that could definitely make a decision.
100%. Yeah. If you guys can just even share it, because then all your people will see it. It's just that much more eyeballs, and it just takes one person, to see that animal and get that animal at home.
Yeah. Other ways they could help out? Not
yeah,
you specifically, but just
yeah. I mean, if you can't go down there and you know, take them for a walk. I mean, if you can, that'd be great. You know, you can take them out for like an hour or whatnot. They allow it for the public. But I mean, just spread the word and spay and neuter, so they're not reproducing all these animals. You know, that's how the shelters are just so overcrowded because they're not spaying and neutering.
I know.
You know,
That's wild. You also volunteer at the horse rescue?
Yes, the Coachella Valley Horse Rescue. That is very new. That's only been a couple months, but we are having so much fun down there. These horses have such amazing stories. Not amazing stories on how they got in there. They're horrible stories, but just the rescue process and their lives now in this facility is just amazing. So we went down to an open house that they had a couple months ago, and I just fell in love. So I immediately emailed and said, how can I volunteer? So went through some training, and we're down there once a week, and we're, you know, mucking and feeding and, you know, just trying to be the best part of their day as well. So
So you volunteer with the dogs, you volunteer with the horses, you have a full-time real estate business.
Yes.
You also have a family life.
I have a family life.
And how are we managing all of those things? That's so funny.
I'm getting anxiety just talking about it. Family life.
So how do you find the balance in all of that?
I have a partner that helps me. She takes care of the family.
No, you must schedule with Natalie in order to ever have Jen do it or be
I can't
anywhere.
take any credit with the family life. She takes care of me. So I honestly, like, I have enough time just taking care of myself and the dogs. And, you know, I try to chip in every now and then, but if it wasn't for her, I don't even know where I'd be. So
that's testament to having somebody support.
100%.
Yeah, because without her help, your business would be even harder.
100%. Yeah, she holds me accountable. She does all the back end stuff that I hate doing, all the paperwork, and checks my calendar for me, except for this morning.
Who doesn't hate except for this morning?
Yeah, so, you know, it's great having her, and we ran a gym together, so we knew we were going to be a really good fit in real estate because same thing. She really liked the behind the scenes stuff, and I wanted to be out there, you know, with my people and being social and interacting with other humans. Yeah, so it works.
I love that. And so what would you say to somebody who, and I feel like that I know this about you, so I want to say it. You were for a very long time, had one foot in a place and one foot in another.
Yes.
And you had your foot in this place over here because it was, like I said, comfortable, secure. Yes. And you would often say, sometimes I get my business from here. I get my business from here.
That is true.
And that was another piece that was just like, I don't know what I'm going to get over here.
Yes.
So there's a lot of people, a lot of women, a lot of people who are in that position. Like, what would you say to them to just sort of help them step over to the other side?
Just do it. I mean, if you have a desire for, you know, a dream and there's something that you want to go after, don't let anything hold you back. Don't let anybody tell you you can't do it, because trust me when I say if I can do it, anybody out there can do it. It is, you know, it's worth it to take that chance and take that leap of faith. Yeah. And, you know, just don't stay in your comfort zone. Yeah. There's a quote too, and I really love it. It's if you're not going to work for your dream, you're going to work for somebody else's dream. Yeah. And that's kind of how I felt that I was doing. Was, you know, I was just all in for somebody else's business, and it's not just the gym. It was, you know, everybody else I've worked for in the past too. You know, and it was time to chase my own dream. And if you're out there in that same situation, trust me when I say you have one life, so get out there and make the best of it and do what you love. Yeah, because it's like the alternative is that you never did it. Right. Do you ever like pretend like, what if you hadn't? Like, what would your life look like right now? I definitely like will look back and be like, I would still be in the same spot. Like I probably wouldn't be able to do all the stuff with the dogs. Yes. Because that's another thing about what we do. Yeah. Is because as hard as you have to work, as much as you do have to work. Yes. You also can give yourself time to do things that actually fill your soul. Yes, 100%. Right? Yeah, and you get, you know, working for somebody else's dream, you're there 8 to 10 hours or whatever the fuck it was. You're not like, well, I'm going to go volunteer with the horses. Right. I'm going to go take out this dog and save a life. You just don't have that. Right. You don't have that luxury and that freedom. So yeah, no, 100%. Like I think just this career has given me that flexibility and that freedom to be able to be like, okay, I'm going to block off this much time on this day. You know, twice a week to donate, to the dogs, and then also to the horses.
Yeah.
So,
and you guys are great about planning vacations and making sure you do that too.
Yes. Yeah. We try to take at least 2 trips a year, one with the family and then one with just us.
Yeah.
So we do have a Hawaii trip coming up in October.
I know.
We're excited.
I know. That's your spot.
That's my spot. Yeah. So,
best advice you ever received?
Best advice I ever received. Gosh, I'm trying to think. Probably the advice that I'm giving everybody.
Sure.
It's just get after it. And go with your heart. Don't let anybody try to bring you down. And you've got to surround yourself with the right people. And I think
that's so important.
That's very huge. And actually, I learned that here, at Keller Williams, because my mindset has completely changed since being a part of this market center. And, I know a lot of what we preach here is mindset and whatnot, and surrounding yourself with people that you want to be like. And, I've had to cut a lot of people out of my life that weren't benefiting me. So, so I just, that's probably one of the best things I've taken in is just in order to be successful and do things that you want, you gotta surround yourself with the right people and get your head right.
Yeah. Because it all starts there.
100%.
It all starts there.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Like that's the moment. Once you decide that, once you do that, that's the moment everything changes.
Yes. As long as, and there's going to be ups and downs. It's not going to be smooth sailing. It's still not. But you gotta check in up here and just remember your big why. Why are you doing this? And it's gonna fuel your fire. Yeah, so, for sure. Yeah, sure.
So how can everybody follow you? And if they don't already,
go to Instagram. Your homegirl. Facebook is Jen Agnew.
Yeah, and you really should
follow me. Yes, please do.
And she's a great, fantastic real estate agent. Is super passionate about what she does. And if you need one, you should look her up too.
Yes,
because you deserve that too.
You're amazing.
And guess what? Jen and I used to do these really funny videos that we're gonna try to find the archives of.
Oh, I've got them.
Maybe we'll end this little interview with maybe we should clip one to the end of this interview.
We can clip all of them. Just do the highlights of the series.
We were fucking hilarious.
Oh my god, we're so funny together. We're gonna bring it back.
Yeah, we might have to.
I think we'll see how the feedback comes on the clips. Yeah, I think that we
we were like baby real estate agents then.
Oh my god, fresh, and then COVID happened.
Yeah, COVID. It was during COVID. We were making these videos each of us were in our own cars, and then
we just split screen.
Yeah,
carpool karaoke. Yeah,
the duck.
We brought a duck on. Yeah, no, it was wigs. I mean, the whole attire. We got some good stuff in the library that we have to bring back out. But
I love you, girl.
I love you too.
I'm so proud.
Thank you for having me on here.
Oh my god, get out! Until next time.
Toodles.